Good morning, Mayor Dan Pope with a weekly update. Today's topic is 2017 accomplishments. So let's look back at what's been a really great year. First of all, just a reminder, when we got into this, when we started running for mayor, we promised common sense leadership. We promised spending your money like it was our money. We promised learning how we could learn to say no and develop some fiscal discipline. And we promised that we would never apologize for Lubbock and that we would always talk about the great things about Lubbock. And I think we've been true to that. I hope you feel that way. So let me talk about some of the highlights. We'll start first with on the financial side that we've avoided issuing more than $35 million in debt in the last 15 months. Instead, spending cash that we had in the bank, we're not spending down in a fashion that puts us in any kind of risk, but it's putting that cash to work. It's also situations where we've said no, where we're using equipment a year longer or maybe 2 years longer until we can afford to pay cash for some things. It's not swiping the credit card all the time. It's making some tough decisions around our health plan, which we did, our city employee health plan for our retirees and our employees, which we did this year, which will help bend that cost curve and allow us to be more competitive in many of the other things that we do, and doing that with, I think, a real minimal impact on our people. It's being able to make investments in Lubbock Fire and Rescue and our emergency services and LPD and putting more resources so we can put more people on the street to serve you. It's also being able to keep up with some of the growth and funding positions in our development and business or development services so we can respond as we should to the marketplace. So we've accomplished those things. This year we're paying for street maintenance straight out in all cash. $7.25 million, all cash, no debt. Is that enough in street maintenance? Maybe not quite. We're going to get there, but we're not going to swipe the credit card to do street maintenance. For maintenance that might last 5 years, you don't need to be paying for it for 10 years. That's not good business sense. We adopted the public safety solution that we worked on all year, and I talked about it last week in my video, but the community policing and that idea that public safety is job one, and we're going to make that wise investment. And I think that's important, and that's one of the big accomplishments, I believe, of our council this year. We worked a lot on transportation this year. We talked a lot about Loop 88, and we worked in conjunction with TxDOT around Loop 88 and Marcia Sharp Freeway, and we're nearly through with the expansion of Marcia Sharp, and we're all going to enjoy that. We also have worked long and hard on I-27 and trying to work on extending I-27, and that's something we'll work on in 2018 and going forward. We've done other streets projects that I think about the 19th Street project, which is a cooperative effort between TxDOT and Texas Tech and the city. But many other projects, and some that you'll see coming this very soon and next year. We also have worked a lot on jobs. Between May of 16 and at the end of October of 17, we created 3,100 new jobs in Lubbock. Now, you might think, where do those come from? Well, they came from our businesses. Sure, we had a few people move in. We've had new businesses come to town, but the vast majority of those have come from successful local businesses that continue to invest and hire our people. And I think it's important that we talk about that because we had some economic development success last year. You may remember the Hover State, the software company that's coming to town. The Monsanto investment continues, but the bulk of that investment is local businesses, regional businesses that are investing in Lubbock, and that's a really, really good thing. On the economic development front, I think we also should talk about our partnerships with Texas Tech, with Lubbock Christian, with South Plains College, with our local K-12 school districts. Those are critical as we not only grow workforce and also as we attract businesses to our community. We'll continue to work on those. Finally, we've had some, I think, some success in our efforts to work on downtown. There's more than $185 million in projects that are permitted right now in downtown Lubbock. And there's more on the way. That doesn't include the hotel, which will be just west of the Wells Fargo building. It's important that we have a vibrant, active downtown. It makes us more attractive to young people. If we can keep more young people that in our community, those that go to Tech and Lubbock Christian and South Plains College, the ones that grow up in this part of the world, if we can keep them here, then we'll bring companies here who will hire them. And it really ensures a bright, bright future for Lubbock. Thanks for letting me look back at 2017. It's been my great pleasure to serve as your mayor. I get up every morning really charged up about it. I enjoy being our biggest cheerleader, and I am real excited about 2018. So keep the prayers coming, the good ideas coming, and I just want to remind you that it's a great day in Lubbock, Texas.